Welcome to Love in Life, a guide to a positive mindset. My name's Lisa and I'm here to help you unlock the secrets to a happier, more confident and more fulfilling life. In the first 99 episodes, we explored not just practical tools that can elevate your mindset and your life, but also delved into the spiritual aspects like the power of crystals, universal laws and energy healing. Whether you're new or returning, let's continue this inspiring journey of growth and self-discovery together. Welcome back to Love in Life. Now, if you are listening on the day that this goes live, it's my birthday. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you listened last week, then you might recall that I said the most amazing birthday present to me would be for you to engage with the podcast. So whether you like, share, review, whatever, in some way, show the love for this podcast. That would be the most amazing birthday present for me. So if you can all do that today, I would be so grateful. I do put a lot of time, research, a lot of energy into recording and producing this for you, and I love it. So if you love listening every week, please, if you could show your love for it, that would be amazing. Because I have to say, the most rewarding thing for me is when I hear people's stories, how it's helped them, which reminds me, I meant to mention this last week actually, but if you are in a different country to me, I don't always see your reviews. So do you remember last week I was saying that I went onto that website where I can find out if I'm in any charts? On that website, it gave me all of your written reviews. So there are a few from the US that I have never seen. So I do apologise, but there was one a couple of weeks ago and I just want to read that out. And if you're listening, then I'm sorry it's taken me so long to respond to this. I don't always see it. So whilst I need you to leave reviews, if you want to ask me a question, just email me. My email address is lisa@lisadavidge.co.uk. Now, this review says, this is Cairo, by the way, and it's titled Toxic Positivity. It says, I just started your podcast. I'm on episode 5 and I love it. You are helping me organise and manage emotions, how to break them down, understand where they're coming from and where to go from there. I have a question. You may have covered this in another episode that I haven't listened to yet, but I recently read an article on toxic positivity, meaning you ignore all the bad things, thoughts and emotions and just tell yourself to be happy all the time. Just stay positive, ignore those feelings, everything's great. Which is true to an extent, but it can be damaging over time because you're not addressing those negative thoughts and moving on from them. What is your opinion on that? Can you do a podcast on what you think it means and how to avoid it? Now, yes, absolutely. There is such a thing as toxic positivity. Like having a positive mindset isn't tricking yourself into thinking that nothing's wrong. It's all about honouring your feelings, your emotions, and working out a way to reframe it or working out what lessons you can take from it. So it's not about pretending that everything's okay. I have done other episodes on this. In fact, I did one only a few weeks ago that covered toxic positivity, maybe 4 weeks ago. So Cairo, whoever you are, you're in the US somewhere, please do email me. I'd really love you to do that, and I can give you a little bit more context if you need to, but there are other episodes that cover toxic positivity. So yeah, the next thing to mention is the top city for downloads last week was Melbourne. So hi to all the Aussies. Yeah, lovely to see you here. Thanks for listening. So let's go on to today's episode. Earlier on this week, I attended a talk from Kirsty Gallagher. I think it was to promote her new book that's just come out, which is called Cosmic Purpose. What I wanted to do is just talk to you how it really made me think about that word purpose, because we hear it all the time. What is your purpose? Are you feeling a lack of purpose? We hear it all the time. And the word purpose, I think, can be a little bit heavy or a little bit overwhelming. Like, we need to have everything figured out. We need to know. And something that Kirsty said in this talk really made me think about, what if your purpose isn't a one fixed thing for your whole life, but something that changes season by season? You know, we talk about how there are seasons in life. What if your purpose was always changing? Now, I don't know about you, but when I'm asked about purpose, you know, when I'm asked what is my purpose, or when I think about what is my purpose, I'm thinking of one thing. I'm thinking of I'm putting so much pressure on myself to think, what is my purpose in life? And that kind of makes you think that you are limited or stuck to having one purpose. And then that makes you decide, or feel like you have to decide what your one purpose is. And if you're anything like me, a procrastinator, and I've actually done a video about this in my Facebook group today about procrastinating. But the thing is, if I am trying to decide on one thing, I'm considering all the possible things. And then that makes me procrastinate on my answer. So actually, what if we were to take a bit more of a gentle approach to this and think about what is our purpose now? And only recently, I was having a psychic session with somebody. She's a friend of mine, and she is like amazing. I call her Witchy Rach because she has got this witchy woo way about her, and I fucking love her for that. And she was offering psychic sessions, and I had a session with her, and she talks to her guides. She is guided what to ask. So she was saying to me in that session, what is your purpose? And I really struggled with that, because I'm thinking, well, is my purpose being a mum? Which obviously, yes. Is it being a wife? Is it spreading my message to people? Is it bringing more positivity into people's lives? Like, all of these things are really important to me. So when somebody asks me, what is your purpose? I hear, what is your one purpose? And this is no reflection on her or how she asked it. This is me. And I'm guessing that if I feel like this, other people probably feel like this as well. So, you know, you probably see lots of coaches online. You probably see, like, I've probably asked the question as well about your purpose. What is your purpose? And when I flipped it to how that makes me feel, or what comes up for me when I'm asked that question, it's really made me think about, why do we just have to have one purpose? We don't. Our purpose, or I believe, or I have come to understand that we can have many, many different purposes in this lifetime. Like, my purpose when my children were born was solely to be a mum, like the best mum I could possibly be. That is still my purpose now, obviously. But as the boys get older, as their requirements change, like, obviously that makes my purpose to them change or alter slightly as well. And the work that I do, like, I believe through that, or through my podcast, is to show people how they can have a more positive mindset, how they can think more positively, bring more positivity into their lives. But one day, the purpose of being a mum is more purposeful than spreading positivity, and vice versa. There are other times when that is more purposeful to me than what the boys need from me. I don't know if I'm making sense. I don't know. Am I going to keep this bit in? I don't know. I might be waffling here. What I'm trying to say is that I truly have come to believe that your purpose might shift depending on what you're going through. If you are starting something new, a new relationship, a new job, a new business, if you've just become a parent, then your purpose for that season of your life, or that part of your life, is going to be to plant seeds, as it were. If you're going through challenges in your life at the moment, then maybe your purpose is to be gentle with yourself. Maybe it's to observe what lessons there are for you. Maybe it's to nurture yourself and to look after yourself. If you are feeling inspired about something, and maybe your purpose then is to take action, use your voice, use your creativity. So I just invite you to take a moment to just pause and to think, what is this season or this chapter in your life asking for? What is your purpose for this chapter of your life? Maybe you've got multiple. And then we've got our purpose for Hey, just a quick moment whilst I've got you. If you're enjoying this episode, don't forget to grab your free positivity reset map. It's a quick, beautiful guide I created with affirmations and journaling prompts to help you feel more in flow day by day. And if you love that little reset, you'll probably love the membership too. It's where we go deeper with chakra themes, support, and gentle accountability to keep you feeling aligned. You'll find everything linked in the show notes. The everyday. What is your purpose for today? Not what is your priority, not what is high up on your to-do list, but what is your purpose? So just to shed a bit of light on that, I guess, like your purpose is your underlying reason for you doing something, like the core reason why you exist. And then the things that you do, so your to-do list, your to-dos, are the things that get you there, if that makes sense. And I actually think, thinking of it this way, helps you realise your purpose as well. We can get confused between purpose and what you need to do. Your purpose is more broad. So as an example, you might decide that your purpose is to be happy. Now, to achieve that happiness, then your things that you do to achieve that would be things like going to the gym, spending time with loved ones, learning new things, like whatever it is that makes you happy. Other examples, your purpose might be to be more present with your kids, and the things that you would do to make that happen are your objectives to that, the things that you do, the actions that you take. Your purpose for that day might be to rest and recharge. The actions that you would take to achieve that, your objectives that you would take to achieve that, might be to have a nice bath, to have a nap during the day, to get somebody else to help you cook dinner that night, or get a takeaway. Do you see what I mean? Like I feel like we make it too difficult to decide like what our purpose is. Break it down. Break it down by season or chapter in your life. Break it down by day. And I think just from talking about this now, my overall thoughts on it are your purpose is how you feel. Like, how does it make you feel? How do you make others feel? That is your purpose. And then, of course, there are actions that you can take to achieve that. And thinking of it this way can make it so liberating. Like, it doesn't have to be grand, massive, life-changing things. It can be small, fulfilling, soulful things. And I've really had a chance to think about this since that talk on Monday. If you follow me on social media, then you may have seen that Monday evening fucking wiped me out. As you know, if you're a regular listener, then you will know that I am an early to bed, early riser. Now, I didn't get in until about 11 o'clock on Monday night, which is fucking super late for me. I'm normally in bed by 8, 9 o'clock on an evening, and then up at like 5:30 in the morning. So getting in at 11 meant that when my alarm went off in the morning, I was knackered. I was so tired that I had a headache all day, which has led to endless amounts of procrastination this week. It's had such a knock-on effect on the rest of my week. It has led to so much procrastination. And it's a bit of a funny time anyway, because my priority at the moment, my purpose for this period of time, as I've said to you before, to be a support to Alfie, who's doing his GCSEs at the moment. So when he has got a GCSE, when he's got an exam, I drop him into school and pick him up. That is my purpose at the moment, is to make him feel supported. Making him feel supported supports my purpose of being a good parent, of being the best parent I possibly can. Where was I going with that? Oh yeah. So like this week has been, well, the last few weeks, they've been a bit up in the air anyway, because I haven't been able to commit to too much. That's because I have got a different purpose at the moment. But that purpose, whilst it's throwing things out of whack a little bit, it's making me feel fulfilled. That is my purpose. And I am so lucky and grateful that I have been able to create a life that enables me to change my purpose or to be flexible with my purpose. It's the actions that I have taken, the decisions that I have made that have allowed me to do that. Is that making sense? So if you have got a purpose for this season of your life, what can you do to make that happen? And if you're thinking, how the hell am I supposed to know what my purpose is? I would like to just do a quick visualization with you, which you can then journal after. So just take a moment to just tune in to what's calling you today. So if you're able to, gently close your eyes and take a slow, deep breath in and out. Feel your shoulders soften. Let your mind begin to quiet. And picture yourself standing in a beautiful natural space. Maybe it's a quiet forest. Maybe it's an open field. Maybe it's on a beach. It might even be in your favourite cosy spot at home. And just feel the air around you. Notice how it feels. So in front of you, imagine a soft, glowing light. This light represents your purpose for this season of your life. It might be bright and vivid. It might be subtle and gentle. Just trust what comes. Take a moment to breathe and ask yourself, what is my purpose for this season? What is the smallest step I can take today to honour it? Just let the answers come in their own time. No need to rush it. No need to force it. Just feel a calm knowing. Just take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, just feel your feet firmly planted on the ground. When you're ready, open your eyes if you had them shut. Bring in this sense of purpose and calm back with you. Just remember, your purpose doesn't have to be grand or final. It can be as simple as showing up with love, with presence, and with openness, even if just for today. So your journaling prompt for this week, I'm sure you can imagine, is what is my purpose in this season of my life? And even if that feels overwhelming to think about, then what does my purpose feel like today? I'd love to know what your purpose is. I'd love you to tag your reflections or share photos of you living your purpose. So whether that's making yourself feel good, whether that is you being healthy, whether that is you helping others, whether that is you just being in the moment, learning, whatever it is, I'd love you to share it. Tag me in your stories. Last week, I loved receiving all of your pictures that you either added to the group or that you sent me. And I know that people were bringing in angel numbers straight away. So yeah, thanks for sharing those with me. And please share again this week. I can't wait to see what your purpose is this week. Okay, I'm off to enjoy my birthday weekend. Don't forget to head over to my Facebook group and let me know all about your purpose. Have an amazing week, guys, and I will speak to you next week. Bye. Thank you so much for listening today. If you enjoyed this episode, I'd be so grateful if you could take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast. Your feedback helps me reach more amazing people like you, and it means the world to me. And don't forget, you're always welcome to come over to my Facebook group and share what you loved about this episode. Until next time, enjoy the journey and keep loving life.